Okay guys, you ready to rock? Okay, so I is for I don't know rock. Some rocks you're not gonna know what they are. So this is, I could guess this is I don't know rock. I might guess that it's slate. This is an I don't know rock. This is, it looks like a conglomeration of things. This is an I don't know rock. I would think it was chert. Might have been going for an arrowhead. This is an I don't know rock. Get the crystals in it. This is an I don't know lumpy rock. And that's the good thing about adjectives, is that you can describe it no matter if you know what it is, or you can compare it. Oh, and I wish you could feel this one. This is a really unique rock. It could be a mineral. I could also be for igneous rock, and that's kind of a big word, but I'm gonna show you what an igneous rock is. Now, rocks are formed in the earth, right? And so they make up a lot of the earth's crust. So an igneous rock, can you see this right here? This is how an igneous rock forms, okay? And so it says igneous rocks form when hot liquid magma inside the earth cools and becomes solid. So this is where it all happens, right in here. Isn't that amazing? J is for jasper. Joyful jasper. And jasper is super beautiful, and it has a lot of iron in it, and that's typically why it's red. My piece doesn't have a whole lot of red on it, but the reason it has so many cool designs and patterns is because of the minerals in it. And sometimes this kind of jasper is called poppy jasper because it kind of looks like it has poppies on it. I believe this is another type of jasper, and you can see how red it is. It's more iron-like. K is for cuckoo, kangaroo, koala kind king. I do not have a rock or mineral or fossil for K, so I was just being silly. But we can move to L. L is for lovely labradorite. This is what labradorite looks like. And it's kind of an iridescent rock. Ooh, do you see? It changes colors when you move it and when the light hits it. It's kind of rainbow. And this rock has actually been found in some meteorites that come from outer space. Here's another piece of labradorite. It's a little different. Now these, both the fronts are polished, but the back looks a little more rough. L is also for lapis. Check out this beautiful rock. And this rock is a metamorphic rock. And that means that it's gone through changes because of heat and pressure. And rocks, they're constantly changing and going through different transitions. M is for malachite. And I think this kind of makes me look like an alligator. But check it out. Malachite is one of my favorites. I love the color of it, and the texture is bumpy but smooth. Now this one's been polished as well. And I have a smaller piece of malachite. You can kind of see some swirls and designs in it. And this used to be used for pigment and paint. It's also a lot of times found with another mineral called azurite. And this one kind of looks like the world, doesn't it? M is also for mica. And I think this is one of Micah's favorites in our class because it's named after him. He has the same name. And so mica is really cool. It is a flaky mineral. And this one is Muscovite mica. And I could, if I picked off some of these layers I would be able to see right through it. It would be very transparent. And it's actually used in some electrical industries. And sometimes they use it in plastic plants and rubber plants and in wallpaper. Maybe not this type of mica, but there's several types of mica. So that's a really good example of how rocks help us. This is a rock that kind of has some mica in it. Can you kind of see it shining? Now mica is a mineral, but rocks are made up of minerals, right? So this rock has mica and some other minerals in it. N is for native elements. They occur in nature by themselves. There's copper, silver, platinum, and gold. There's many others. O is for onyx marble. It's pretty bumpy in some places. It's smooth. Do you see its layers? O is also for Orthoceras, which is actually a fossil, but we'll learn about those later, so I'm not going to tell you too much, but it was a water animal that lived with the Ammonites. P is for pyrite, pretty pyrite. And pyrite it's pretty heavy. It's fool's gold, and it's because they used to get this confused for gold. It kind of looks like gold, it's heavy. So this is fool's gold, and this is a pyrite sun. Half of a pyrite sun. See how shiny it is? This is a big piece of pyrite that's mixed with something else. P is also for petrified wood. And petrified wood is also a fossil, and it is when organic remains are replaced by minerals and they become stone. Can you see how that looks like wood? This used to be wood. Isn't that amazing? Here's another piece of petrified wood. This one's a little smoother, but you can see how the different barks probably looked, or the inside of them. Here is another piece of petrified wood. That's a little harder to distinguish, but you can see the tree rings. P is also for pumice. And pumice is actually, it's pretty rough and it's really light. You guys would be surprised how light this pumice is. This pumice is lighter than this itty bitty rock. And that's something cool that you can do with the rocks that you find. You can weigh them, you can see if they float, you can see if they make a streak. Let's see if the pumice makes, why do I keep saying pumice? Q is for quartz. This looks like a little unicorn horn. I like it a lot. This is, again, what most of you would call a crystal. This one is completely transparent. I could look right through this. And you can check it out with the flashlight, see if the light comes straight through. It's nice and smooth. And quartz is used in a lot of things. It's used in radios and watches, and it's a six-sided prism. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you see that? It is a hexagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We know that shape, don't we? This is another quartz that's kind of grown together with another form. Now this one's a little more cloudy. You can't see through this one as well. There are 12 different kinds of quartz. Do you remember the 2 other kinds of quartz I showed you? My amethyst and my citrine. S is for sedimentary rocks. And sedimentary rocks have layers. Check those layers out. They make up 80 to 90% of the rocks on the Earth's surface. They form on the land when sediments and grain grow together. They join together. Check out all of those layers are made up of different things. T is for trilobite, and this is another fossil of a water creature, and I'm not going to tell you too much because there's going to be a video about fossils too. But check out how you can see exactly how this little creature looked. That's where it came out of the land. Check it out. So be looking forward to more of that. T is for trilobite. So remember, you can have as much fun as you want with rocks. You can act like a miner and go mine some rocks, go dig some rocks. You can sort your rocks by color and size, shape, and texture. You can weigh your rocks. You can even put your rocks in a box and blindfold yourself and see if you can describe the rocks that you feel. Can't wait to hear about what you find. Love and miss you guys.